I've spent over $30 million over the last 5 years. And in this video, I'm going to share you my exact strategies that helped me get to $125 million in sales. This is my $50 million trophy I got a couple of years ago. And in this video, these exact marketing strategies that I'm going to share that I learned after spending so much money is going to help you get clients 10 times cheaper. It's going to help you get clients 10 times faster so that you don't lose your shirt when it comes to marketing and advertising. In fact, when you apply the marketing framework that I'm about to share with you, you will be able to overtake most of your competition and they will wonder, who is this new kid on the block? So let's get into it. So the first step, and this is such an overlooked step. So many people are already losing because they don't even know that this step exists. It is to spend a day in your prospect's life, in your customer's life. I spend 50% of my time actually in this part. So if you are targeting men in their 50s that are suffering with joint pain, spend a good chunk of your time really thinking about their pain points, going on blogs that they're on, taking summaries of all the comments, taking all the reviews, and taking all the product reviews that exist on Amazon for your competitor's business or complementary business and feed them into ChatGPT for deep customer insight. They're things that they worry about on a daily basis, things that keep them up at night. Go deep in this, because when you go deep in this, you are going to be able to create a document on what your average avatar looks like, what age range they're in, what keeps them up at night, their top 5 aspirations that they have, their biggest pain points that they have, what their family members think of them, what their friends think of them, what their significant others think of them, what their colleagues say to them, what's something that they hear from their wife all the time. Hey, you can't keep up with me anymore. You know, these deep dark secrets and desires, you have to spend a day in their life. And one way also is going on Facebook ads library and looking at some of your competitors and seeing what type of ads that they're actually running in the marketplace as well. This is what creates the skeleton of your marketing campaign. And until you really understand them, until you have lived a day in their life, there's a 0% chance that your campaigns are actually going to be successful at all. So create a 2-3 page document which goes deep into your customers' desires. And once you understand that, then you're really ready for the second part. Once you understand what grabs their attention, that is only then you can focus on one of the most important parts when it comes to the advertising. It is the first 3 to 5 seconds. And I'm going to go over all these different aspects I have learned that after spending $30 million over the last 5 years in advertising, which has generated over $100 million in sales. I'm going to go over everything, but I want to first focus towards some of the most important ones, which is the first 3 to 5 seconds. The first 3 to 5 seconds are 10 times more important than any other part of your advertising. So let's say you have a 3-minute ad or a 2-minute ad on YouTube, or you have even a 30-second ad on Instagram. If you do not connect with emotional pain points, has to be emotional. I've written copy where there's a really good copywriter and I just go in and I change the first 3 to 5 seconds and the ad starts performing 2 times better, 3 times better, because I connect with the emotional pain points of that ideal prospect. So once you have your ideal prospect in mind, you only know them if you understand the psychological triggers. So then you have to find a way to connect with them over the first 3 to 5 seconds. And if you don't do that, you're going to lose their attention. The greatest copywriters spend good majority of their time in just these 2 parts. Just these 2 parts take 50 to 70% of your time. If this takes 50% of your time, this is going to take another 30% of your time. And if it's 25% of your time, if you don't spend 75% of your time on these two things, you have already lost. And this is where you have to connect to their pain point and create relevance and congruency. So for example, if you are selling a Amazon course online through advertising, then you have to mention what in the first 3 to 5 seconds. You have to mention Amazon so that there's clear congruency, because if you hold their attention with some very clickbaity thing which is completely irrelevant, hey, I'm gonna give you a free iPad type of messaging, you've already lost. And this is where so many advertisers wonder when they do these giveaways and hey, I'm gonna give away this, I'm gonna give away that, and I'm gonna hope that they're gonna come buy my stuff. It doesn't happen because they have not created congruence in their hook in the first 3 to 5 seconds of the ad. Now, the script really matters when you're advertising. What it says on the screen really matters. But another thing most people don't even think about are the visuals. What matters is also the look and feel of what you're giving, right? So think about it. When you're connecting with someone, let's say you spend money on advertising or you get an influencer to promote your brand. Well, aside from the script, there's something else which is also very important, and this is the visual. Do you look like everyone else? If you're looking like everyone else, they're gonna just very subconsciously just put you in a bracket with everyone else as well. There's a reason why in this visual that you're watching with me, there's this $50 million trophy sitting here. There's a contrasting color, right? So that it appeals to you in a visual way. Could there be a better background than this? Yeah, I could be on a beach and I could be giving this, delivering this YouTube video, and that would perform better, except it's not as convenient for me because I am running a massive company as well and my office is right there. So what's an example of good visuals? Well, the first example here is the Kanye West ad. Everyone is spending millions of dollars on their production. Kanye West comes in, just random crazy video, and he crushes it, right? He generates millions of sales. He ends up creating the most memorable ad for the Super Bowl and just generates millions in sales for his own brand as well from a selfie video. Genius. The guy's a genius. Hate it or love him. It was the best representation of creating a very contrasting visual. Here's another one. Some of my favorite ads are run by this company, right? Uber had dominated the space. Lyft, completely different branding, completely different color. Instead of black, they're pink. They stand out. They have a pink mustache. I remember their ads which had just a pink mustache, and it had a very clear, simple wording on it as well, which was, hey, learn to make money in the next 30 minutes or make money in 30 minutes or less. And it was a great ad to recruit drivers so that the more drivers they have, the more services that they can offer as well, so that the more drivers attract more riders and then their network grows. They did a great job with that campaign. This campaign as well. Pink is their color. It pops. Very simple wording. There's a lot going on in this ad. These airports are worth showing up early for. Goes to their blog. Very pink. Stands out. And guess what? There's another hidden thing here. Sunsets. Sunsets, just especially with men, they just capture you and they hold your attention. There's a very innate human desire to watch sunsets, and that's what they've got going on here. So very well done. I actually created one ad with a sunset as well that ended up getting over 100 million views. So visuals, really be conscious about your visuals because that is going to add as well. Now, this next way of advertising not only attracts your attention, but also holds your attention. And this is creating open loop videos. One of the best examples of this are unboxing videos. And you have a mom showing, hey, I found this new product that really helps with your kids' safety. Or hey, I found these new shoes that are waterproof. Check this out, how it works. And they open up the box and then she takes the shoe, puts it under the water, and it just, the water falls off. My friend and these guys, we help with advertising as well. Vessi shoes. They are right now crushing it with unboxing videos. So open loops is also another way. Another thing is simplicity. We're being bombarded with things all
all the time. So the simpler you create your ads, the better. What if for your Facebook image ads, you just had a pink screen with some words on it? And if you look at an example from Lyft, this is a very simple ad. Simplicity scales. This is also a very simple ad. There's not too much going on here. If you're looking at even YouTube now, people are doing less and less, and those are the creators that are actually performing better instead of doing all these crazy things in their videos. Simplicity scales because it just attracts a much broader audience. If you look at even Mr. Beast videos, these are very like simplicity scales. Another great way of scaling simplicity is having before and after representations in your advertising. So let's say you're running a business conference and you're targeting business owners who have a very busy life. A simple way of showing that is a before after frame. Before, the person's life is a complete mess. It's a headache and they're being overworked and not making enough. And in the second frame, they're spending time with their family. Just being able to show that visually is very attention grabbing. Another one is satisfying sounds. These are things no one really thinks about when they are spending money on advertising. You have to think about the sounds, the music. One of our ads that also got over 100 million views had sounds of ocean in the background. And so I was shooting this ad with a sunset, and also I was in front of the ocean. It was like selfie video with ocean in the background, and there was a sunset, and you could hear the satisfying sounds of the ocean. In unboxing videos, we see this as well. These ASMR type of effects of opening the boxes and opening up the zip. And when you hear these sounds, it's very satisfying. This is also one of the reasons why podcasts or YouTube videos with a really good mic perform better, because the audience can forgive bad video, but they never forgive bad sounds. So unsatisfying sounds. The next thing to create in your advertising are proof elements. When you are making claims, instead of making claims, show it. Demonstration is the best form of any sort of persuasion. When I started making millions of dollars, I was trying to mentor my younger brother. He was around 18 years old at that time. And no matter what I told him, hey, get into online business stuff, just follow my grind. No matter what I would tell him, he was just not listening. And then one day I got a penthouse apartment, and with the best views in Cole Harbour in Vancouver, BC, beautiful overlooking the ocean. And first time he walked into my penthouse apartment, he looked around. He saw what was happening. And like how his older brother has made it. And he looked right at me and he asked me, Bhaiji, what do I need to do? Show me the way. And that, it wasn't years of telling him what he should be doing. It was the moment I got the G-Wagon and the penthouse. And that's when he was like, okay, I'm going to shut up and listen. Show that. If you've got a waterproof shoe, show the waterproof shoe. This is why physical products that are highly demonstratable perform so well. Create FOMO, create scarcity, and highlight your uniqueness. What actually makes your product unique in those 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Then the body, right? So over here, these are the font sizes are representation of like how important each factor is, especially when it comes to advertising. You could see the 3 to 5 seconds, the visual, and this part is very important, but the body is very important as well. If you don't grab their attention in 3 to 5 seconds with the right visuals, you won't even have a chance to get him into the body. So in the body, create an aha moment for them, create an epiphany for them that makes him realize, wow, this is the best product out there that solves this pain point for me. So have a very clear epiphany for them, have engaging ways of retaining them. So with the unboxing videos, change angle. When you're just talking to the camera, have subtitles with the words, maybe 3 to 5 words per frame, and the words are getting highlighted. Create movement in your advertising frames. Create subtitles, create highs and lows so that you don't lose their attention. Tell them what it is not as well. So if you are selling, let's say, an online program that teaches people, how to create an Amazon store, then tell them, hey, you know what? This is not like drop shipping, because with drop shipping, you have to worry about demand. With Amazon does all the selling for you. Amazon brings all the traffic for you, so you don't have to worry about running advertisement. Amazon takes care of it all for you. So tell them the benefits during the body, and that would help your prospect really understand why your product is unique. So the biggest one for the body is just create the epiphany, whether the goal is to sell your product or create trust. Now, the next one and the last one is creating a CTA. So what we have tested over and over again, that you don't actually need a timer on Facebook, but when you're running ads on YouTube, create a 10-second timer. That alone is going to give you a 15% lift on your advertising, because what happens on YouTube is if they see an ad and people are interested in the ad and then you just move on, you don't have a timer, people will go on to the next video. But if you do have a timer, then they see, oh, this is going to go away in 10 seconds. I should click on this because I am interested in this. So towards the end of the video, also show them next steps. Show them what is going to happen when they do click. Now, these are all the ways when you are spending on advertisement. If you use these things, you're going to be able to get customers 10 times faster. You're going to be able to outperform your competition because you're going to see what they're doing and you can do it better. And you are going to be able to get customers 10 times faster, much cheaper with these strategies. Thank you.